So Thomas Sowell, in his book, what was the name of his book where he spoke about liberals and the left not caring about the consequences? It's one of his most famous books. He has a great term for it. I'll get it for you. Tom Sowell, among others, but he really explained it so well. A feature of leftism and liberalism is not asking what is the cost. That is the whole issue here with the movement toward green. What is the cost to the economy, to people's quality of life, to others, to other aspects of safety? So here's an example. We're rushing into electric vehicles. Axios has this piece. EVs, that's electric vehicles, are much heavier than gas vehicles, and that's posing safety problems. Vehicles are adding poundage as the auto industry goes electric, and that's problematic for traffic safety, parking garages, and roads. Electric vehicles can be anywhere. See, I did you know this? Can be anywhere from hundreds to thousands of pounds heavier than similarly sized gas vehicles because EV batteries are so much heavier than engines. For example, the 2023 GMC Hummer EV, a full-size pickup, weighs more than 9,000 pounds, sporting a 2,900-pound battery. In comparison, the 2023 GMC Sierra, also a full-size pickup, weighs less than 6,000 pounds, according to Kelley Blue Book. It's 3,000 pounds lighter, the gas version. Now you have to understand, well, I'll continue. The average weight of U.S. vehicles has already increased from about 3,400 pounds to 4,300 pounds. That's 900 pounds heavier. Over the last 30 years, Americans have ditched passenger cars for pickups and SUVs. Safety watchdogs are raising concerns after the recent deadly collapse of a parking garage in New York City. Wow. This is a very serious piece. Makes perfect sense. The more electrical vehicles, how are these old garages not going to collapse? They did. Traffic safety is particularly concerning. In crashes, the baseline fatality probability increases 47% for every 1,000 additional pounds in the vehicle. And the fatality risk is even higher if the striking vehicle is a light truck, SUV, pickup truck, or minivan, according to a 2011 study, National Bureau of Economic Research. Since we're seeing pedestrian and roadway fatalities at record levels, this is the Center for Auto Safety Acting Executive Director Michael Brooks. Since we're seeing pedestrian and roadway fatalities at record levels, the introduction of more weight into crashes via EVs will complicate any attempt to reduce the ongoing fatality crisis that has showed no signs of abating. In a speech in January, National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy praised the effort to reduce carbon emissions by switching to EVs, but warned of the, quote, unintended consequences being more death on our roads. She acknowledges it. So what, right? So you die today because modeling systems say you'll die by the end of the century of rising oceans and heat. Unintended consequences. Do you know that I've come up with a working definition of fanatic? The fanatic believes that normal moral rules do not apply because his or her cause is that significant. The other definition of fanatic is one who doesn't weigh consequences. Good definitions, right? And that's what you have here. This is a fanaticism. All leftism is fanaticism. There is fanaticism occasionally on the right, but all leftism is fanaticism. Unintended consequences is more people dying in crashes, obviously more people permanently injured, more garages crushed by the weight of the electrical vehicle. But hey, we're saving the world. While the Manhattan parking garage collapse in early April was not blamed on EVs, the disaster nonetheless underscored an issue of growing concern, whether aging roads and old garages can handle all the extra weight. Of course they can't. They're not made to. Less than 2 weeks before the collapse, a British Parking Association official recommended that parking structures integrate higher load-bearing weights amid concerns about more EVs, the Telegraph reported. Can automakers make batteries more energy efficient so that they weigh less, yet still pack a powerful punch? Well, Michael Brooks, this Center for Auto Safety director, says, unless we see incredibly rapid advances in battery design and vehicle designs, and taking smart steps like using battery energy density gains to save weight rather than extend range, that's really what people want. Well, we decided to put a lower battery. You can go 100 miles. Or opening the doors to battery swapping, we are likely to see many additional deaths and injuries attributable solely to the added weight of EV batteries. And it won't matter. Nothing matters. You know they're fanatics because they oppose nuclear power. That's the proof that these people are fanatics. They want to change the world, not make the world better. They want to change. There is almost an erotic component of excitement in change. It gives their lives meaning. Change. This is a worrisome article. Are you familiar with Axios?
Yeah, sure.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Well, you'll have to explain that to me later. Well, this was obviously accurate because of the people cited. That's how I know.